the way you see the world, the way you see yourself, the way you see other people. I think your mindset affects your life very heavily. The way you think of yourself affects your life heavily, like whether we like it or not. Your thoughts become your reality.
Hi angels, welcome and welcome back to me, my thoughts and I with Esther Birthday. On this podcast, I share about my life, my thoughts, and things I go through in my day-to-day life. I share about my journey of building my faith in God, self-development, self-discovery, self-growth, and self-improvement. I hope you feel loved and welcome here. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you haven't heard, you're amazing, you're beautiful, or handsome, and everything is working out for your good. Just have faith and put in the work, and everything will come together beautifully for you. I hope you're able to take something away from this week's episode. Don't forget to follow, like, and leave a review. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And don't forget, I love you so much. And let's get right into this episode.
Hi, Angel. Welcome back to another episode of Me, My Thoughts and I podcast. It's your host, Esther Birthday, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful, wonderful day. I hope your day is off to a great start. I hope everything is working in line for you. I just hope good things are happening for you. And if it seems like everything is going the wrong way, have faith, persist. I just know that things are going to get better. I promise. Nothing lasts forever. So just know that bad time also will not last forever. So in today's podcast episode, I'll be talking about changing your mindset with your word. Before we get right into today's episode, I mean, there's not much to talk about, but I'm back home for holiday and I'm so excited. I love coming home. Like, I just enjoy coming back home. This is where my I truly get my reset. This is truly where I get to rest and calm down. Like this semester was go for me. There was literally no break at all. So I'm just so grateful to be home. I'm just so grateful to be in my safe space. I've missed my room so much. Like literally, I would rather be in my room than anywhere else, basically. So yeah, I think that's all. Really nothing that much to say. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast episode. Like I said earlier, today I'll be talking about changing your mindset with your words. And for me, I see mindset as the thing that drives you, basically, the way you see the world, the way you see yourself, the way you see other people. I think your mindset affects your life very heavily. The way you think of yourself affects your life heavily, like whether we like it or not. Your thoughts become your reality, and we need to take hold of our thoughts. We need to take of the way we think, of the way we of the thoughts that we allow into our mind. So I realized that due to like the things that have happened in my life, the setbacks that I have faced, failure, all those kind of things, I realized that I subconsciously or maybe even consciously created a very negative mindset for myself. I not decided to, I had the worst mindset. I did not believe in myself. The words I spoke to myself were so terrible. And I was not really conscious of the fact of this is the way I thought of myself. This is the way I spoke to myself. Like, I was not really conscious of that fact. It was just basically me going through life, and sometimes I'll just say like a bad word to myself. And for some odd reason, I believed those words about myself. Like, there was no like wondering why I was saying that to myself. It was like I truly believed those negative thoughts about myself. And due to the lack of self awareness that I had about my thoughts, my life was even going more downhill than it was before due to this negative thought, due to this negative mindset. And just because of the failures that I've experienced, the setbacks that I've experienced, it's literally worsened my already bad mindset, basically. And it was until I started diving into self improvement, listening to self improvement podcasts, that I became quite aware of my thoughts, that I became quite aware of how terribly I thought of myself, how terribly I talked to myself, and realizing how much power my thoughts held, and just becoming very self aware. I just realized that if I wanted to become someone in life in any way, shape, or form, self awareness was literally the first step for me. And this self awareness made me to realize how my thoughts were affecting my life. It made me to realize that my thoughts were literally bringing me down. Like, if I thought my failures were the worst thing to happen to me, like, that was a lie. The way I thought, the way I talked was literally dragging me down at a very, very fast pace. And this self awareness, due to listening to other emotionally intelligent people talk, just made me realize, oh my god, like, I'm really not doing myself any service by talking to myself like this. I mean, I'm already going through a lot. The last thing I need is also adding negative self-talk to my plate, basically. Like, I did not need that. That was not helping me in any way, shape, or form. Even if I have failed, even if I had setbacks, the last thing I should be doing is even dragging myself backwards more. Like, that was the last thing I actually needed, and that's the last thing anyone needs at this moment. So I realized that I need to put in the work to change the way I talk to myself, to change the way I thought of myself. And I'm so proud of myself to see how far I have come with this. Like, sometimes I may be doing like some mundane tasks and I'll just think of something, but I'm like, no. Like, I catch myself and I'm like, I'm so surprised at times when I catch myself and I revert that thought. Like, I change it to a positive thought and I'm like, like, it just shows me how much I am growing, and I'm so proud of myself for that. Like, I even have to even if I don't say any positive thing about myself, like, I have to give myself that one because I have improved so much in the way I think, in the way I talk to myself. And I think it has, not even I think, it has really, really changed my life. It has improved the way I move, the way I think of myself, the way I interact with other people, the way just my confidence level has increased in so many ways. And like I said earlier, your thoughts become your reality, and your thoughts affect every way and every inch of your life, whether you like it or not. The way you move, the way you carry yourself, the way you interact with other people, the way you act, the actions you take, your thoughts affect every single part of your life. So in today's episode, I just want to give you a few tips that I have tried also that have really helped in changing my mindset with my words, basically. Realizing your thoughts are basically words that are in your mind, not necessarily voiced out, but they are words, whether we like it or not. So, this is the way I have changed my mindset with my words. First of all, I use positive language. I shift my words from I can't to I can. Like, I can't pass this exam to I can pass this exam. I can't do that thing so I can do that thing. Just shifting those minute small shifts, they really, really help. Just shifting the way you talk, shifting your language from a negative language to a positive language, it really, really helps. It does not need to be something add basically, it doesn't need something add, just shifting the way you speak to yourself daily. When you just, I think the first thing, even before positive language or anything, is self-awareness. You need to become self-aware. You need to become very, very, very aware of the way you speak to yourself. You need to be aware of how you allow other people to speak to you also. You do not accept the negative words from other people, point blank period. No matter what, no matter who the person is, you do not accept negative words from people. Oh, use positive language. Like I said, it shifts from what, like, I can't, I don't, those kind of things. You shift your language. My next one is to use growth oriented words. Add yet instead of using resolute words. Instead of saying things like, this is too hard for me, just say, this is hard, but I can. This is hard, yet I will. It's not, you don't need to make things definite, basically. Like, instead of you saying, I don't know how to do this thing, and that means, like, that means you're trying to say you never want to learn how to do it. But you can actually learn how to do it, even though you don't know how to do it now, but you can still learn how to do it. Those kind of things shift your mindset from you feeling like once you don't know something, that means you can never know it. No, you can always learn, you can always improve. There's the largest room in this world is the room for improvement, basically. So yeah, Use growth oriented words. My next word is to replace should with could. Should add unnecessary pressure and guilt, and could makes you feel like you can be empowered by choice. When you say things like, I should exercise, I should drink water, it's as if you're like, I'm not doing it, so I feel bad about it. Like when you feel bad about things, is it doesn't necessarily come any easier to do it. Basically, it does not make it any easier to do it. And say I should drink water, I should wake up early, I could do it. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to, but you could, and that gives you the freedom that you need, the freedom that will allow you to make the right choice, makes you empowered to make the right choice. My next one is to avoid negative absolutes, like always and never. I always wake up late. I never do anything great. Those kind of terrible, terrible words, please, no. Just because you've done something once or twice doesn't mean you always do it. Even with the way we speak to other people, I don't think we should use absolutes with other people also. Like you always, I don't even know what other people. I have no idea what to do with that. But like using absolute words with yourself is an absolute no no. Saying things like I always, I never, like I said, cancel it from your dictionary. You did it once or twice, but it's okay. Sometimes I do something once and I'm like, I always do this. I'm like, Esther, you only did it once. Like, it's not that serious. Relax. It's not an always. It's not an always. I was saying like I never like keep to my word. Girl, you only did it once. Relax. It's not a lifetime thing that you've been doing since the day you were born. You've only done it once. Don't let it define the rest of your life. Don't let it define the rest of the things that you do. My next tip is to focus on gratitude. Have gratitude for the things that you have. When you focus on the good, it minimizes the size of the small. Focus on the good things that are happening in your life. Focus on how good things are going in your, how good things are happening for you. Focus on the little things that make you happy. You have legs to walk, hands to pick up things. You have your eyes, your ears, your mouth. You have a phone to listen to this episode. Like there is so much to be grateful for, my darling. There is so much to be grateful for. So just look around you and find things to be grateful for. Gratitude develops and changes your mindset in such a beautiful way. Every day when you wake up or before you go to bed, write out three things or even five things, as many as you can, if possible. Write out things that you are grateful for every single day. My next tip is to speak in possibilities. Replace I hope or I wish with I am or I will. Just speaking in a way that you know things can happen for you. Like I said, not with absolute, not with saying I wish. When you say things like I wish, it's as if you feel like it can never happen. Like those things that you say, I wish I had a unicorn. What was it? I will have a unicorn. I am a unicorn. Very delusional thought. Very delusional thought. But yeah, just replace things that I wish I wish I was a confident person. Say I am a confident person. I hope to be successful. I am successful. I will be successful. That's because you see, there's a change in the vibe when you speak like that. There's a change in the hair when you speak like that. You see, my next tip is to reframe failures as learning experiences. Replace saying I failed with I learned. From my own like experiences with failure and setbacks in life, I realized that saying I failed just makes it seem like a very negative thing, and realizing that I either learn or I win. Basically, there are no failures in my book. I'm either learning or I'm winning. So instead of seeing them as failures, I see them as lessons. Just things I'm supposed to not repeat, things I'm not supposed to do again. Those are what my failures mean for me. Just lessons that I'm supposed to learn and move on from. Because if you stay stuck in those failures, they can completely like wrap around your mind, and you just see yourself through a lens of failure, and that is how you want to live your life. My next step is to use empowering phrases. Instead of saying that I don't have time, say I am prioritizing other things right now. Time is time is such a weird concept, honestly. Like you, I just realized that I can do something in seconds, basically. Like the power of time is crazy. I can do something in a few seconds, and that's like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I've not really gotten into the concept of that thing yet. Like it's wild, but just use empowering phrases like I am, I can, I you are that girl. Like believe it, embody it, move with that knowledge, with that mindset that we hold so much power within us. We hold so much potential within us, and not having a great mindset, having a negative mindset literally diminishes the quality of our potential. Not even the quality of our potential, the ability for us to see the potential that we have, basically. So, my next tip is to use present tense in affirmations. I am, I will, I can, I love affirmations so much. Every morning I try my best to see my affirmations, because in my weekly research routine, I write out my affirmations, 10 affirmations for the week. If you've not listened to my weekly research routine, make sure to go and listen to it. Not anything to do with this episode, but just a little plug in. But I talk in present affirmations like I am, I can, I will, I have, like those kind of words. Like I just feel like I actually have, or I am actually those things, basically. And my last tip is use words of patience. Instead of saying I'm not good enough, say I am making progress every day. Because we can easily see things and compare to other people, and it seems like we're not going at the pace that we want. We are not going at the, I don't know, like the speed at which we want to achieve things is not coming at the speed, at that speed, basically. And just being patient with yourself and reminding yourself that things take time, and just reminding yourself and speaking to yourself in those progressing affirmations, those patient, just patient love. Do you speak to a child when they feel like they're not doing their best? Patiently, quietly, calmly, sweetly, like talk to yourself like you talk to your child. How about we start doing that? Talk to yourself like you talk to your child. Just be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Like, this life is hard enough. Don't be your own enemy. Seriously. Life is tough. Like, especially if you're. Let's let me get into that. Life is tough already. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Be there for yourself. Like, you are the only person that will be with you for the rest of your life. Why would you want to be your own enemy? Like, why would you not want to be the best person that you have for yourself? Like, be a safe space for yourself. Create that safe environment for yourself within yourself. Love yourself. I beg you. I beg you. Just embrace yourself. Like, you are not perfect. There's nobody that is perfect. So why would you expect perfection from yourself? Please love yourself. Like, just love yourself. Please. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast episode. I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye, guys. Mwah.
Hi, angels. Thank you for listening to another episode of me, my thoughts, and I hope you had a great listen, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to follow the podcast, make sure to leave a rating and a review. And if you want to see more of the podcast, follow on Instagram. And if you want to see more of me, also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you learned something, and I hope it was quite insightful and wonderful for you. And remember that you're wonderful and amazing. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And if you guys saw so much, bye guys. Mwah.